to disguise yourself. We'll have you play, you'll be player number 1 here. The way it is, you go in with the Morningstar, the longbow, claiming you want to sell these items to purchase yourself a rapier. You'll also conspicuously have this mace hanging from your belt, your items, as it will. And I'm going to quickly use prestidigitation to put some runes into the mace, some just like nonsense, but ancient-looking runes.
Right, this looks magical.
Right. You'll conspicuously have this mace hanging off your belt. So you'll approach the merchant, say that you'd like to sell this Morningstar and this longbow and purchase a fine rapier. Choose the best one you can. Whatever the price is, negotiate a price. But say that you'll need to borrow the money, but you'll have to show the rapier to your friend to convince them that it's worth lending you the money. Now, as collateral, because of course you don't have the money on you, is your story, or at least not enough for this fine item. The collateral is you'll also leave this enchanted mace that you'd be sure to come back for because it's of great value to you. Family heirloom, put in whatever sort of story you want. After you leave the stand, I'll approach a few minutes later, spot the mace, offer them 5,000 gold for it. Now, they can't sell it to me outright there because they're expecting to come and be paid for your rapier. But perhaps when you return, they'll offer you something like the rapier and some gold for it. We can make a little money, get some free stuff. All make sense?
Casual. Just open the door.
Well, it's an outdoor shop, so he has this kind of carpet, this fabric laid out, and he's got various blades and items, and there is this long, almost ivory white rapier laying in there as well.
Oh. Okay. I walk and look at I that rapier. It's like that one's very pretty.
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
It is a very fine rapier. That is pure Stegosaurus tail.
It's made out of a bone.
Yes, the spike.
Fascinating. Okay. Well. Okay. How much is it going for?
Oh, for these, I would require at least 250 gold pieces.
200. Ooh.
It's a very fine piece. The spike was removed from the leg of my grandmother as she journeyed into the jungle.
Wow!
And then
What does this person look like?
we had fashioned it into a fine rapier and to be distributed at the shop today.
I want to
Looks like a shady motherfucker.
I want to insight check this guy.
Cannot keep his story straight.
I can't insight for shit. Goes with character. Like, oh, if you say so, sir. Do you mind if I leave this Morningstar and bow here as I go talk to my friends that would like to be interested in this rapier?
She's doing the bit completely wrong. It's the best. Of course. Let me look after these things for you. You go talk to your friend. Let him know that we have these fine goods available.
Do you mind leaving them where I can see them?
No problem at all. I will leave them right here beside me. It's just like you look over at Kashano and his eyes are screaming.
from over here.
You are watching from a close distance, so you can see this all unfolding.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
take it.
You gotta take.
so he's like,
can I read that?
I don't know. Give me an insight check on that to see how well you can read his erratic
Hand
gestures.
signal skill here.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're picking up that he is not pleased with what you're doing, and that what he wants you to do is say that the items that you are leaving with him are very valuable, and you want to leave them as collateral while you go get some extra money to make this purchase.
I do exactly what you say then.
I'm
I was grabbing it, but yeah, let's just do that.
I'm going to need you to make a persuasion check or a performance check. One of the two. Give me one of those.
Okay.
Redan, you said you wanted those items stolen, right?
Oh.
I just wanted them sold, but whatever they're doing.
We're good, still we're good.
Oh, of course. Very valuable materials. I understand completely. I will take very good care of them. I should keep them right here. Please return once you have the money from your friend.
Should I look around? Like, okay.
I'm over there just like, oh my
Right.
god, I was wrong. I was so wrong. I thought this was a universal bar thing.
He's just on these sidelines like, I've made a huge mistake.
I thought everybody knew about this.
And then you two just awkwardly stare at each other for a while.
Like, what happens
Oh
next?
my god.
Right. I just like back up and just keep backing up, like eyes on him, and just keep backing up.
Return soon. I shall take very good care of these for you.
Uh-huh. Keep backing up, watching him, eyeing him. God knows I'm like thinking, Shana, where are you?
No. Oh,
It's
God.
supposed to leave. It's supposed to put some distance there. I'm going to start.
Okay.
I'm going to start walking. I'm going to start walking that way, kind of looking at things that. Oh, I'm very just like, all right. I'm thinking on my toes.
She's gonna talk to you, dude. She's just gonna walk up to you and be like, "Oh, there you are."
Just out of character for a second, just to be clear. The point of this is that you wanted to take the sword with you, and thus
Yeah.
you're leaving things of collateral. What you did, gave him your shit and walked away, and did not take the sword with you. So, gonna still give it a try though. So as I'm kind of moving that way, I'm going to just kind of walk slowly, and be looking at things, the different stands, and occasionally stop and sort of look at something, and then closely. As I get over to the stand, and I'll notice the rapier first. So what the fuck was that?
Was that not right?
No, it was actually quite good for your first time. I apologize. I had made some assumptions that you'd been involved in this sort of thing before. We've got some other things to work on, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The general idea was that you were going to take an item with you and leave yours as collateral.
Okay.
Someone said, I'm sorry?
I should just go back and ask for my things then.
Yes. Now we're at the point where you can go back and say that you can play it two different ways. You can say, one, your friend was unwilling to lend you the money, or you can simply say that your friend insisted that you bring the weapon with you to show them. However, if you do it that way, you'll have to return a third time. So I just say go back and say that your friends say no, they couldn't have the money. They don't have the money for you, but you really, really like the thing, and perhaps you can trade the Morning Star and the longbow. Please remember that in the fiction here, the mace is extremely valuable, and you don't intend to trade it.
The mace is very valuable. Don't intend to trade it.
Yes. Now he offered to sell it to me for 800, so I'm assuming that you can probably get at least 5 out of him for it. Don't settle for less than that.
Okay, so if I'm trading the mace, no less than 500 gold.
Yes, you're going to insist once he asks you to purchase the mace, you're going to insist that he give you no less than 500 gold. The Morningstar and the longbow, you'll let those go for whatever they're worth.
Oh. Okay.
Got it?
So I'm selling the mace and whatever with the bow.
Your intention is to sell the Morningstar and the longbow. When he offers to buy the mace, you at first refuse, insist it's far too valuable, and hold out for an offer of 500 or more.
Who's on first?
What's on second?
Are we clear? Do you got it?
This is more complicated than I wanted.
It's really not.
You made it complicated because you suck.
It's
We
really
believe
not.
in you. You can do this.
Imagine you're
not there. You're out playing with your new dinosaur.
I understand you're mostly a musician. Have you ever been in a play?
No, just singing.
Have you ever been in a situation where you had to pretend to like a person that you didn't like?
One time at that shop you guys told me to do.
Just that one time. Well, you are a privileged performer. Let's just put it this way. Here's your motivation. You would like to sell the Morningstar and the longbow, or perhaps just trade them for the sword. You do not want to sell the mace. However, if he offers you 500 or more, sell the mace to him for 500 or more. Simple enough?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I believe in you. And you still have that inspiration you didn't use.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll use it this time.
This is I did not imagine that this is what this session was going to be, but I'm not mad.
We've
All right.
done nothing. We've
Go get him, Tiger.
Meanwhile, the warlocks are level 9.
yeah, right.
All right, I go back. Just like, okay. And I walk towards the shop. Creepy dude. Just like, ooh.
Hello, welcome to my wonderful shop. Is there anything I can get for you?
Yes. Can you get me back my things, please?
I'm sorry, madam. I surely don't know what you're talking about.
This is gonna happen.
Yep.
Okay, I was only.
I've never seen you before. I've never seen you before in my life.
Okay. Sir, don't play this game with me right now. I don't want to cause a scene.
I am but a humble weapons merchant. I've never seen you before in my life. I see so many faces in a day. Surely I would remember one as beautiful as you.
Don't make me ask again. Return my belongings.
I simply do not know to what you are referring, madam. Oh, shit.
He better listen to Lilith. Lilith's mad.
Oh my god.
Empowered by all of the time you spent with Black Cherry, you like get up in this dude's face and let him know who's boss. And then you do it and he's just like, oh, you! Of course. Let me assist you here. And he reaches in and he pulls out the bow and the mace. My deepest apologies. I see so many faces in a day.
And the Morningstar, or the mace and the Morningstar.
Yes, the mace and the march.
Yeah, everything. Okay. And I'm looking like, for wasting my time, sir, you should put out a little more. What else you have?
My apologies. It is simply a misunderstanding. But I suppose if you would like to part with that particular weapon of yours with the magical runes on it, I might be willing to offer you perhaps 200 gold pieces for it.
Wait, for which one?
For the mace.
Nice.
Anyways,
The golden fiddle.
No. That's not the thing that we're trying to sell. No.
It is the thing we're trying to do.
Literally is.
It's for a lot more than that.
For more.
she just snatches it away and she's like, no. You can't.
I'm sorry, I'm not there.
This is the best time ever.
This episode is madness.
It's a mess.
Alright, so does Lilith know that the mace is what she's trying to sell?
Okay.
Or doesn't she?
100. She's gonna try to pawn it off for 700 or 8.
Okay,